Okay.
And since we have several other questions, we may be able to tease that out a little further. Representative King?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't think my question comes under the good representatives' joint resolution, but I think it may fall under your research and work. So I don't think you have spoken directly to it, but when I talk informally with some members of our federal delegation, they say in addition to all the things you've talked about, there is also a major campaign across the nation to feed, especially on social media, inaccurate information just to get people stirred up. Does that feed into this? It causes major confusion, misinformation. I call it disinformation when it's done intentionally, but the websites look authentic and they make our dear friends and family at home think that this is accurate information. Can you speak to that at all?
Yes, ma'am. There was, during my time at Fort Meade, and it's now disbanded, there was a group oddly called the IRS. It was the Internet Research System under the Russian federal government. And there was a cover. And it's now been blown, and it's been disbanded because their cover was blown. But they were very active in swaying public opinion on all kinds of issues, making it things that didn't seem to make sense. And you scratch your head and look at it, but they were looking not necessarily to convince you of what they were saying. They were looking deliberately to create discord and disharmony and disinformation to achieve those purposes. In so doing, it appears that they were just attacking democracy at the very root of what we believe. And it wasn't just the Russians. The PRC has established, and you've probably seen it, it happened in New York City, local, quote, police stations. And these were non-uniformed Chinese state officials, usually at the police, law enforcement level, who would come here, declare themselves, and they're working for the Chinese mission or whatever. But part of their duties were to do some of the disinformation and also rein in anybody who happened to be talking too much about what was going on back home in the PRC. So that is definitely going on, but that's particular primarily to Russia and the PRC. There's people who are, since the Russian group has dissolved, they've just fanned out into other groups. And they're still there, and they're still working, and they're probably just as adept now, if not better than they were then.
I want to add just a little bit. When the Admiral talks about Fort Meade, that happens to be where the NSA is located.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you. Representative Lehman?